seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Hello everybody, my name is Coolblue and I don't know what I just hit. I just hit a button. I'm not too sure what I'm casting, but I'm casting some tournament or another. Hopefully I'll get some brackets or details soon, but I will use this filler, so I shall call this filler. It's not Navi versus Alliance, I can tell you guys. Filler. No. Random tourney.
Dire team ban.
I am casting a random tournament, as you guys see right there. I don't know what tournament it is. But I'll be casting it live, so let me go ahead and switch over to my stuff. Casters are not Coolblue and Velo, because Velo's... Actually, crap, I forgot about Velo. Hey, he can cast this with me. Nah, too late. Too short of a notice.
Remaining.
But such short notice, these guys are doing a best of 3, so we'll be seeing this game at least go to 2 games. We might be seeing 3 go total. I'm not too entirely sure, but this game is going to be streamed. Streamed to my YouTube page with a 24-hour delay plus whatever time it took you to actually find the video. Because Coolblue's so good like that, he can have that kind of delay with that accuracy. And Spirit Breaker is actually getting banned out. So as far as the bans and picks go, today we have 2 teams. Oh gosh, okay. Anyway, as far as the matches go, like I said, it's a random tournament. I'm not too sure what tournament it is, or maybe these guys are just doing a best of 3. In that case, I would just consider this a random tourney or random match cast. Random best of 3.
Alchemist.
That sounds like a good call. I shall call it the random best of 3 series.
Dire team pick.
But we see Enemies Dota versus Bloody Valentine sub bench number 1. As far as the bans and picks go on both sides, we see the bans of Lifesteal and Vengeful Spirit on the side of Enemies Dota. And moving on to Bloody Valentine sub bench number 1, we see Shadow Shaman and Spirit Breaker. And as far as the bans and picks go, I would say these are very interesting bans to say the least. We have a ban on Vengeful Spirit, which I think is not necessarily one of the heroes that you have to ban. She's usually picked up last, if not at all. So having her banned out is kind of a waste, or not necessarily a waste of a ban, but maybe Enemies Dota want to go for something more OP. Maybe they want to go for that hero who can actually, or maybe they want one of those heroes to go through like Batrider, who's actually in the pool, like Wisp, who's actually in the pool, like a Shadow Shot or Darkseer, who's still in the pool as a result of 2 people being banned out that you wouldn't think would be banned out. So either they're just throwaway bans or they're troll bans, or maybe they're looking at the enemy people and see who they play often and target banning somebody. So a number of things can be going on here. All I know is that I'm jumping into a random cast and I don't know what I'm doing right now.
Dire team pick.
Don't even know if there's brackets. Like I said, I'm not even sure if this is a tournament or just a best of 3 series. But it sounds of it, it's just a best of 3 series, which would be really interesting. Maybe both these teams just want to get their names out there. So, enough about me and my issues. Let's go ahead and look at the bans on the side of Bloody Valentine sub bench 1. We see they banned out a Spirit Breaker. They also banned out a Shadow Shaman. And by the Shadow Shaman ban out, I see that they don't want anybody who can have that much CC on the side of Enemies Dota. They also don't want to have the the global abilities, the global gank ability of Spirit Breaker, which is quite nasty, especially after he's been buffed, where nobody sees the marker when he's charging. So moving over to Bloody Valentine sub bench 1's pick, they first pick Alchemist, which tells me that maybe they're just trying to have the OP heroes get through the pool. Alchemist is he's a standard pick, I guess. He's one of the standard picks for carries. And he can pretty much get that farm in that lane and just show up from the middle of nowhere and get a whole bunch of kills all over everybody. Moving on to Enemies Dota, their lineup is much more interesting, much more non-standard. Usually Storm Spirit will probably make it to the end, so he's actually getting picked up by them in the second pick for Enemies Dota. Bane's also first picked. First pick Bane, that tells me that maybe they're trying to deter these guys from picking up that super powerful carry. Well, Alchemist, actually Bane is actually decent versus Alchemist. Alchemist wants to charge up a stun and try to go for the kill. He wants to pop his BKB and just go straight in man mode. Bane pops his ulti and says nope. So that's a nice decent counter if you want to put it that way. And also, Enfeeble on Alchemist pretty much makes him do not that much damage early game. Moving on to the rest of bans, Skywrath is banned, and I'm actually sad because I was kind of hoping we see a Skywrath. I mean, heck, we see the Bane was first pick. We also see bans on Shadow Shaman and Spirit Breaker. Why not hope that Skywrath was picked up? Just saying. Bounty Hunter gonna be banned out by Bloody Valentine sub bench 1, and that's actually a really nice ban because in any lineup, Bounty Hunter is a valuable asset, mainly because his track gold, the longer he stays alive, the more track gold those teams will get, and that will be more gold for them to have. And just
Dire
basically
team
give them
pick.
more ways to become better than your team, more advantage that they'll have in their favor. So banning him out is actually really nice. It'll basically make sure that BVSB, okay, Bloody Valentine sub bench. It'll make sure they have a decent mid game while Alchemist is trying to farm up his stuff for his late game. Juggernaut banned out as well. Pudge banned too. So obviously there's a Dindy in this game, guys, because Pudge has been banned. That is a fact.
10 seconds.
Now Pudge, a
remaining.
pretty powerful mid. If he can land his hooks, he's also really nice when he starts roaming and
5
starts
seconds
ganking.
remaining.
He can also change the fight, make the fight happen when you don't want the fight to happen, because he pulls in somebody like a valuable
Reserve
Alchemist,
time.
or sorry, pulls in someone like a valuable Bane, or like a valuable whoever the carry is that enemy's Dota is going to pick up. So having Pudge banned out, really nice. It just basically gets him out of the pool. Usually Pudge isn't really sought after as one of the first picks. And there we go, Wisp is finally picked up. She made it this far. Wisp dodged 8 bans before she's picked up. And we got a TA pick up on the side of BVSB. And oh my gosh, these guys are moving pretty fast. CK Wisp will be the lineup for enemies Dota. And this is looking more standard. This is looking really standard as far as I can tell. And having the CK Wisp go this far, having the CK Wisp be picked this late, it basically gives Bloody Valentine sub bench not that much time to react, not that much time to counter pick. They picked up the Lich, they picked up the TA, who's actually TA is decent versus CK, because CK doesn't have too terribly much armor. And also it denies a TA being picked up on the side of enemies Dota. Although I will say that I don't see any room for TA on the side of enemies Dota's side, because TA and Storm Spirit kind of fit the same role, just except for TA has negative armor. Storm Spirit, he has crazy zip zap put and pop movement speed all over the map. And yeah, this is sort of a pseudo global strat coming out from enemies Dota. Spearbreaker was banned out by Bloody Valentine subbing, so maybe they just knew something was up. Maybe they knew something was up and say, hey, these guys are gonna pick themselves up. So Spearbreaker and a Prophet and try to go full on global. Just go full retard. And you guys, as you know, you never go full retard. So Prophet being banned out by enemies Dota, that means that there will be no split pushing here. Abaddon banned out by Bloody Valentine sub bench. I didn't realize he was in the pool, but he is obviously in the pool. That's going to be a nice ban out. Yeah, I didn't see Abaddon being picked up after the CK, but hey, he's there. And there's a Morana pickup on enemies Dota that instantly makes it a pseudo all-around pseudo global strat for their team. They have the CK Wisp who can actually relocate in anywhere around the map. They have the Morana who can actually pop her ulti, and then pop her ulti and essentially make everybody missing from the map, and it makes it extremely dangerous for Bloody Valentine sub bench. We also have the Bane, Bane is the only immobile person on this team, unless Wisp wants to bring a Bane along. So there's your teams, guys. We see this all getting played out. We see this all happening before our eyes. I'm still not sure what tournament I'm casting, but I'm casting the tournament. You guys see right there, casters, cool blue. That's only one, just me. You see my nice little picture at the bottom. Cool stuff. Let's quit Skype because I'm not using it right now. And OBS is still recording. And yes, so let me go ahead and do introductions. Start off, of course, on the side of ED, which I forgot their team name already, but ED I shall call them. We see Field Gunner on that Chaos Knight moving over to the Wisp. We see the Arrow on the Wisp. Moving over to Storm Spirit, we see Mr. Seb 1205 on the Storm Spirit. Moving over to the Bane, we see War hooking on him. And last but not least, on this Morana, on the side of Ed, of course, we see Sigmar on her. Moving over to the side of the Radiant, we see Chip Daddy on that TA. On this Alchemist who's going to go ahead and prance on through the nice, beautiful green forest. We see Paterix on him. On Lich, we see Insanity. Alright. Insanity, of course. I can't pronounce that word because I don't know how to spell it. On that Lich, moving over to the Vandalites, we see Nathan 123445 on PL, and last but not least, on this Windrunner, we see BLV Meow X on that Windrunner.
The battle begins.
And there's comments being thrown back and forth. Yes, all chat having fun, spectators having fun. Amen. I need to brush my hair. And shout out to the Windrunner, shout out to MeowX for inviting me to this and wanting me to cast this. Like I said, I'm not sure what I'm casting, but I'm casting nonetheless. So for all those viewing in Dota TV, thank you for joining. And for all those watching the video later on, thank you guys for watching as well. The support is well appreciated. Chip Daddy on that TA actually going for early points of side blades, which I actually don't agree with personally. The main reason for that is because refraction would be a little bit more useful. It just basically makes sure TA doesn't take too terribly much damage when she's actually going against a Storm Spirit. As far as the lane matchups go, we see a standard, well not standard, pub style standard, 2-1-2 on both sides. So this would be nice little matches, or sorry, nice little, no fancy shenanigans going on either side. Of course, we have Lich Alchemist down bottom in the safe lane versus a Mirana Bane, which is, I guess, a decent lane. Of course, Mirana doesn't necessarily need Bane here to survive. Bane can actually probably go top, but like I said, this is more so pup style, where 2-1-2, two people go bottom, one person goes mid, two people go top. Why the freak not? Especially if everybody else is doing it. Meanwhile, mid we got Storm Spirit versus TA, which I think TA should have the better of that lane. I do think she still got to build a little bit backwards, but she was going for early harassment damage, so why not? And up top, we had the PL Windrunner, a strange combination, but these two are definitely dating, the new Hollywood couple. And of course, the old school Hollywood couple, we have CK Wisp hanging out up top. They can actually go for a kill on top of Windrunner whenever they want. If Windrunner does get hit with the reality, she will be going down. Power shot coming out for Windrunner, just trying to get some damage. Not going to be able to do too terribly much. And Wisp, does you have a magic wand? Nope, no magic wand for Wisp. Meanwhile, down bottom, we got the farm war going back and forth. And we'll just casually watch as Alchemist collects a few gold here and a few gold there. He actually doesn't have any points inside his Greed's Greed, so this Alchemist will be looking to be aggressive early on. He wants to be involved in the fights. Wisp actually throwing out the tether to CK, so she can eat a tree and they'll get more regen. CK did not eat a tree himself. It says, who eats trees when you have a Wisp? And that's actually an interesting point to bring up. Of course, a tangent, because Cool Blue loves tangents here. Because if I was in a tangent, I would be a secant. Lol. Meanwhile, mid, we got a fight happening between TA and Storm Spirit. TA is going to be losing this fight because the creeps are focused her down. TA is trying to do as much damage as possible. If only she had meld, but no, she doesn't have meld. She pops herself a refraction, and it's not enough. Storm Spirit able to bring her down fast enough. And TA just taking too much aggro from the creep. There was one extra creep there who was helping Storm Spirit knock down those refraction charges, which, keep in mind, that is only refraction level 2, so that's only 4 charges. And that means with one creep punching on the side and Storm Spirit punching in the face, I mean, it's a lot of damage getting done fast enough to kill TA. And my foot just fell asleep. Anyway, so one funny thing I was going to say, I forgot what it was. Oh, right. So if Wisp tethers to CK and Wisp eats lasagna, does CK get full? Question of the year, guys. Question of the year. So far, not much action's happened on either side. Of course, we did see the fight happen mid. TA did lose the fight very promptly, so I still do think early point in side blades was not necessarily what she needed to go for. Like I said, she wanted to go for a little bit more harassment damage. Sure, I can understand, but having that refraction up will be much more useful. And we got a pause coming out from Storm Spirit. It says pause real fast. Okay. Somebody's trolling. Said 1 second pause, please. And yes, let's go and take a look at these items, because I'm interested to see what they build. Lich had one of the more interesting starting items. He built himself a Ring of Health first, and then he bought himself some Tangos. I personally do not agree with that, because hey, I'm a caster. That's what casters do. We don't agree with anything the players do, no matter what they do. But having that early Ring of Health, that means he can be very aggressive in the early game, sure. He has a region that he needs from as far as mana goes for sacrifice, but I still don't see him having the survivability that he needs. Having the Iron Branches, it changes his stats by such a little, like a minuscule margin. It doesn't really matter, or it may not seem like it matters, but it does matter a lot, especially if you survive with just like maybe 10 HP or 20 HP. It's the difference between surviving and dying. And like Bane's gonna be able to get the kill. Actually, he steals a Nightmare. Holy crap! I'm not too sure what that was all about. He should have threw out the Brain Staff instead, but no, Mirana's gonna be able to finish him off. She did have to use her leap. She's actually putting herself in a very risky position, but luckily, Lich is out of mana. Storm Spirit is zapping back uphill. He doesn't want this fight anymore. TA will be winning this fight. Manning muscling Storm Spirit out of the lane. And last hits of the knives on the map. We can see the Storm Spirit 14-4 on the last hits. He is leading. TA, who's his competition. I think that's what I was about to say. TA, who's his competition, has 7 last hits. So TA doing half as well as Storm Spirit. And Storm Spirit, did he find a region room? Was that what that was? Storm Spirit found a region room. Guys, Storm Spirit found a region room. That's exactly what he wanted. Mr. Seeb is going to have a lot of fun with that. Chip Daddy going to go ahead and back on up because he's like, hey, did he just come from Fountain? What the heck? Bottle coming up on TA, so it will be here very soon. Once the courier gets in motion. And yeah, so passivity is existing on both sides of the map. The only difference between the two is, of course, First Blood did go to, or sorry, First Blood and Second Blood technically went to the side, Dire side. Ed on the Dire. Got yet another pause coming out. Having a few issues with Skype. Oh, my chin. And yes, gold graph, it shows that it is in favor of the Dire, mainly because, well, Storm Spirit is getting a lot of farm mid. That's really where I see all that gold coming from. And also, I'm pretty sure the bottom lane is doing just as well. Nope, Alchemist is actually doing pretty well at the bottom lane. Top lane doing fairly decent versus the PL Windrunner, which is a weird lane in my honest opinion. Mainly because Windrunner, she can run the lane by herself, and PL needs this level, so he probably can run the lane by himself to get the levels. But where else are you going to put her? Windrunner in this tri lane with the Alchemist and Lich, that wouldn't be all that productive, in my personal opinion. So going for this kind of setup, I guess, is not that bad. It's not as bad as I make it out to be. I might just be a little bit grumpy because I just watched a whole bunch of matches where tri-lanes were existing on pretty much all games across the board. So yeah, I gotta make my adjustment. This is, like I said, a best of 3 between 2 teams. Of course, it will be BLSV, or Bloody Love Valentine something Bloody 1. Not too sure what's going on with that name. But we got Mirana DC, and once again, the Unpause is coming out. Pause will be following right behind it. Of course, guys, they are following the professional meta. And that is, if you play a game of Dota and you do not pause at least 3 times in the course of the match, then you're doing it wrong. And these guys have exceeded the call, or sorry, went beyond the Call of Duty. No, not the game, guys, not the game. Call of Duty actually means something. Exceeded the Call of Duty and actually paused like 5 times already. Like bosses. Because they said, hey, we're professional, let's do this. So items, and more items. We have a Mirana building us up a fast Yasha, which actually would be really pretty for her to have. I guess I can kind of agree with her not building a boost if she's going to be going for a Yasha so fast. But I don't think she's going to be all that survivable if she does get caught out. Speaking of getting caught out, PL actually getting caught out a little bit. He gets nightmared up by Bane. Bane rotated up top. A lot of damage coming towards these guys. A stun, tether stun needs to come out and toss it onto PL. PL actually didn't pop his invisibility. He goes down. He had it, but he didn't drop his doppelwalk. And it looks like there was no detection on the side of Ed, so there was no reason for PL to not pop that. Mid Storm Spirit is melted up. Gonna go ahead and eat a tree, stand on beside it. Bottle or Boots coming up to him very soon. TA using a few bottle charges. Rune is top. Rotations coming from Lich. Lich trying to check, see who's here. No Rune here. Will he rotate from mid to try to go for a kill? Nope. He just alerts TA. Rune's top. She goes, picks it up. Standard stuff all around. Mirana will be finding stuff a Lich. Lich on the low ground. These guys will be standing beside each other. Lich realizes that he's going to make a vital mistake if he does go to this high ground. So much damage from just one arrow. Lich should be going down here very soon. Mirana can follow him to the gates of hell. And to the gates of hell, she shall follow him. And she threw stars and stripes on top of him as well. Meanwhile, we got Alchemist trying to get a kill on top of Mirana. He needs one Mirana attack. He's actually taking quite a bit of damage. He threw a stun. And all he needed was just a little bit more damage. If only he had his acid spray, Mirana would be dead. But Mirana is alive. So ding dong, the witch is dead. That armor helping her out. And of course, the armor I'm referring to is the armor that you get from having so much agility. She has 16 agility, which should translate into about 2 extra armor that she wouldn't have had otherwise. And that made all the difference in her surviving with 37 HP. And we got more pauses coming out. Slow Ring coming up on Wisp. Actually, Slow Ring nice once you match it up with Wisp Overcharge. So more pauses coming in. Teams getting a little angry. They want to just go ahead and play their Dota and going about their days. Oh, never mind. Don't need to type that there right now. It's obvious, guys. You can see that Bane's pause. We're like Storm Spirit. He's going in forward as forward as he possibly can go. Looks like he wanted to try to go for kill on top of TA, but his mana pool is not nearly high enough to actually do anything. He's probably going to be going Arcane Boots. We got the Courier bringing him. Yep, there we go. Arcane Boots completely finished. I totally called it. Not because I saw the Courier running back to base, but I thought he was saving our gold for it. I was going to say that he's probably saving for Arcane Boots, but it's going to be a little bit delayed. I'm not too sure what he's doing with his gold. But of course he already has them completed, so cool blue, you drunk, go home. Meanwhile on top, CK building that armlet, so he's going to be going for that awesome CK, and then relocate around the map. Probably go for kill down bottom, because these guys are looking very, very juicy to kill. Lich, he's not level 6 just yet, so the relocate coming in from Wisp will not be bad at all. But no, they're going to go for kill top. PL is actually going to get a kill top of CK. That's going to be bad. That's going to be really bad at all. And we got PL actually going down to the Wisp. Wisp able to solo kill him. Ping's come on top of Wisp's head. But Wisp does have level 6. So she can TP back to base. Theoretically, she can TP back to base, relocate down bottom, and instantly go for kill on top of Alchemist because he's out of mana from much. Actually needs to go ahead and pop his ulti. Whenever you're playing Alchemist, you don't need to save your ulti for when a big fight happens. Just pop your ulti. In general, your ulti will actually heal you back up for mana by the time it's completely done. So we got rotations coming down bottom. Wisp is not relocated just yet. The ping's coming on the map. They're saying, hey, there's a TA here. TA did rotate down bottom. Mirana ulti did run out. Arrow does miss completely, and TA is going to go to town on top of these guys. Leap from Mirana, and nope, she will not be able to go to town. She decides to go back home. Says, I don't want to be on the street. It's raining right now. Let's go on home. But while all this is happening, all these shenanigans are going on, Storm Spirit is mid, collecting his farm. Look like he might be going for orchids. Really hard to tell because he hasn't actually picked up anything. But he has a haste rune in a bottle. Like a genie in a bottle, but just a little bit scarier. Just a little bit scarier. Slow ring purchased up by Wisp, and as you see drawn on the map, they want Storm Spirit to run around that way. Actually no, they want somebody to run around that way. They think Storm Spirit's coming. Or maybe they're saying, hey, TA, go around that way. That's a good avenue of attack. It looks like TA is going to be going straight forward. Storm Spirit did scout her out though, so they know that TA is rotating on top. A very, very slow rotation, especially considering the fact that TA has no boots. TA is going to rotate. Actually, she's wrapping around the corner. She does not have any points inside of her traps, which I guess sure. No points inside traps means that she won't be able to scout everything. She won't be able to actually chase. If I guess it makes sense. It's not a skill point that you have to use. Excuse me. Especially if you're not going to use a trap, so why put a point in something that you're not going to use? So I can see the logic in not putting points on traps, but traps on TA are really useful, especially for scouting out the runes. It'll allow her to see, hey, there's a rune down bottom, or hey, there's a rune on top. If anything, you can at least use it for that. Storm Spirit collect himself a nice bottle. He has a double rune. Well, not necessarily double rune, but got a rune. Use one rune. He has a excuse me. He used the haste rune. He has the illusion rune bottled up. And he's ready to fight. He's actually starting to build his Orchid Malevolence. Going for that damage first. Meanwhile, we got Wisp and CK. Look like they want to go on top of PL, but they're not too sure when they should go for him. We got a Shackle Shot coming up from Winter and Power Shot to follow up. She got a full charge on top of that by the sound of it. Or maybe she threw it out in time, and CK did take quite a bit of damage. Meanwhile, down bottom, we got Alchemist charge up his stun. He's gonna be stunning himself here very soon. Nope, never mind. The stun. Marana Arrow didn't last that long. Double stun for Alchemist. And this just might be a kill for these guys. If only Lich was level 6. Oh my gosh, talk about perfect perfect setups, guys. And TA does go down around the backside around this corner. She died too. Of course, she just died. Just casually died. Arrow from Marana. It does miss completely. They were expecting a juke from the left from Bane, but Bane did decide to run back towards his base. Meanwhile, we got the fight still happening on top. Shackle from One Runner does land on top of Storm Spirit. Flash him into a creep. Not PL. Wisp is going to go ahead and pop her overcharge. She can stop popping it right now. She can let it go. Oh, Wisp, you're taking damage. There we go. Wisp does let the overcharge go down, and she's gonna go ahead and heal herself up for a little bit, relocate back to base, fill up Storm Spirit's bottle, and also fill up her HP. Oh, never mind. Storm Spirit is just picking up his items. TP scroll picked up by him. He's selling his items, playing the nice mini game that Dota has, which is item choice. And he TP's mid, but he gets relocated back. So miscommunication coming on their side. That's a lot of farm mid though. Well, not a lot of farm. That's some farm for him to have mid. Nice stuff for him to get. Meanwhile, we got Alchemist in the jungle. He's farming up his stuff, finally popping his ulti, gonna go in for the kill on top of his creeps. He's building a hand of Midas, and this is not necessarily extremely late hand of Midas, but this is a relatively late hand of Midas. This will be after about the 15-minute mark. By the way things are going, after about the 15-minute mark. Best case scenario, he'll get that hand of Midas in the next 3 minutes. Meanwhile, Storm Spirit standing still, gets himself a nice pull on top of TA. TA also gets put into the Nightmare, so I think she dodged a lot of that damage because of that. Storm Spirit, he's going to be running away. He's going to zap away while he can. Bane throws out the Brain Sap on top of TA. TA, no more refractory charges, so she's going to continue running. She actually has a point inside of a trap. She's going to go ahead and meld right inside the single spot. Let's go meld and tries to go for some damage to Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit almost getting caught in the face with a power shot, but luckily he had bottle charges. And luckily he didn't get hit with it at all.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
PL is up top, just holding his own versus CK Wisp, and this should be the time for him to get his big items. Looks like he's going for a jump of endurance, which would be really nice. Throws out a Spirit Lance on top of a Wisp, and Wisp is going to go ahead and run away. Says, "I'm only a ball, leave me alone, please." Speaking of, I don't know, bad transition. Speaking of items, yes, not speaking of balls, guys, because that's weird. Speaking of items, we see that the items on the map they're not all that high just yet. Both sides are just trying to get their farm. They're still trying to find their footing. Of course, Team Ed, who are on the dire side, they do have a higher advantage, basically because they have more kills, and no towers have truly gone down yet. So the advantage should go to the team that has more kills. If you look at the gold graph, it does reflect that exactly. 1,000 gold in favor of Gryffindor. That's just one tower away from losing. Oh my gosh, Lich ulti does fly, bounces off of 2 people. Holy crap, he's getting the bounces. This is exactly what he wants, but looks like it won't be bouncing anymore. Wisp does tether back to Bane. Tether, oh my gosh, Shackle Shot almost landed on top of 2. Stun coming up from Mirana. I think it landed on top of Lich, but maybe it missed, it hit a creep. Not too sure, but we see the fight happen on the backside. Wisp not going down just yet, trying to use that overcharge to stay alive. Pop himself a magic wand. Will she be able to make it alive? No, power shot slapping him in the face, saying none of that. PL trying to go for the fight. He's on the wrong side of the river though, and he's actually going to try to kill Bane, but Bane throws out the Enfeeble, which is an Enfeeble level 1. So negative 30 damage on PL is actually kind of painful for him when he only hits for so much. I think maybe just 2 auto attacks at full damage he might have killed the Bane, but with that Enfeeble, it'll take him that much longer. Hand of Midas finished up on Alchemist, and this is about the timing that I would have my own Hand of Midas if I were playing Alchemist. So kudos to Pandorix for farming up that, but he is going to go into full farm mode. If we see a Battle Fury, he would go into Uber farm mode, but the Battle Fury would be a little bit late at this point. Especially since it took so long for the Hand of Midas to come. Chip Daddy just looking to see if he can go for a kill on top of somebody. Mr. Seb, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Mr. Seb is going to go ahead and start running back on towards mid, collect himself a few last hits here or there. Has a courier bring himself probably his first Oblivion Staff. There we go, first Oblivion Staff completed. In Biz Room picked up a Lich. That could be dangerous. That could be extremely dangerous. A lot of rotations coming in mid. These guys want to either take down this mid tower or they want to kill Storm Spirit. We got circles getting drawn. I'm not too sure what the circles are drawn about, but they're getting drawn nonetheless. Pink's coming on the minimap. Say, hey, let's go kill Storm Spirit. And Storm Spirit has the rotation from its allies coming in towards this particular direction, which you guys can see me draw on the map. Because Cool Blues like John Madden. I draw stuff. I don't know if Lich got scouted. Actually, no, Lich scouted these guys out. He said, hey, these guys are on the high ground. They're not relocating just yet. If Lich gets his ulti off, that'll be quite a bit of damage. We got the rotations coming on top. We got Winter throwing the Shackle Shot. It does not land. Storm Spirit, that's not Storm Spirit. CK gets a 4-second stun on top of TA. Storm Spirit zaps in. There's Storm Spirit. He gets himself a, wow, explosion coming on top of Lich. His HP just got melted. TA does melt, and she's going to go ahead and stand still. She can take a little bit of damage here and there, but that's really bad. Star Caller getting thrown down. A lot of damage getting out of TA. TA is not going to be long for his world. Just trying to make a break for it. Get him! Exactly what they said. Actually, TA's still alive. She would have died regardless, but anyway. Valentine going to go ahead and go for his Diffusal Blade. And if you guys would actually no, you can't. I can't leave just yet. Yasha's up on top of Mirana. She's also building herself power trades. Going for that full Mantis style. Oh, sorry, going for that full agility type build. They are here. They are ready to kill this PL. They have no detection though, so I think PL should be able to make us alive if he does pop his invisibility, which is actually not popping just yet. They're running. They're expecting the invis. There we go. The invis is used, and these guys did pull out. Pull on top of the illusion. I'm not too sure how PL got spotted out. Not too sure how PL got spotted out, but he did use the stop walk.
Radiant's bottom
So map hacks. It's only map hacks, or maybe he attacked something. High chance he attacked something on accident. He would have made it otherwise, and this is the successful gank. So here we'll be seeing them pull in on top of one runner. One runner again pulled in twice. Once again, Lich ulti bouncing around. It's going to be doing massive amounts of damage. 10 bounces, guys. Don't forget 10 bounces. Will it be able to kill anybody? Nobody going to be going. Actually, Bane does finally go down. So one kill does go towards Lich. His ulti did not go to waste. And Wuss is going to tether her way right on back home. She wants to kill him up. Relocate is up. They can kill the Alchemist if they do know he's here, but they probably don't. And Alchemist actually building himself a BKB. Which would be a decent item to deal with all the stuns and all the damage coming out from Ed. Now we got a zap forward from Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit trying to go for a kill on top of Lich. Lich actually going to turn around, trying to go man mode. No man mode for him. He's running away. Kale's Bolt was thrown out. 3-second stun for him. And we got TA coming on the backside, trying to go for some damage on top of CK. Gets the Mel crit and a lot of damage to CK. He's going to go hobble on along. He's going to go hobble on along down Armageddon step. Oh, jeez. Relocate coming on the backside. Alchemist getting caught out. Like I said, these guys didn't know where he's at. They could go for the kill, and they're going to go for the kill indeed. I think CK will be a better person to pull with him. Wuss does get stunned up by the Alchemist, but the kill does go towards the CK Wuss. Or, sorry, Mirana Wuss. And Wuss actually cancels the tether. And she goes back to base.
Tower is under attack.
And the middle tower about to be going down here very soon. TP coming in from Wuss. She wants to go help out these guys. Or, sorry, push back the tower, defend her tower. She won't be able to do too terribly much. And we got Mirana ulti being used. And here's TA. TA's going to get her refraction charges taken off with those tethers. We got pings coming around the map. Bane's trying to run as fast as he can. Mirana arrows did fly. I didn't see where it flew from. Yeah, they go. Flew from the backside. Stun coming on top of TA. TA might be in a little bit of trouble if there's any rotation, but no, too much support coming from these guys. And pings, we see the pings. Mirana saying, hey, Mirana's here. Go for the kill, but she's going to be well out on her way back on home. With nothing but power trades, a Tango, and a Yasha. That is right, guys. Full on damage. Lich building himself a mechanism. Nice item for him to have. And Windrunner. She's building herself phase boots, so we're going to be seeing not necessarily the carry Windrunner, but more so the Windrunner who wants to get in position to actually get her shackle shots off. I know, a much longer title, but it's still not a carry. 5 people mid for the whole entire dire side. They want to kill his mid tower, and they're going to be able to kill it. Looks like it's going to be a base or tower trade. The Radiant are trying to push this bottom lane while they can, while they have the advantage. And looks like, of course, the Dire are going to have the better of this because they have Wuss who has relocate, so they can't actually relocate in to try to defend the tower. Looks like they're all going to run down towards the bottom instead. No TPs, no TPs. TPs, having TPs is a huge thing, especially when you're trying to do base trades or tower trades, and the tower will be going down uncontested. Looks like the push will finally continue, and now the advantage does go towards Ed. They can continue to push this mid tower. And honestly, if I had to pick a lane to actually go down, I think having the bottom lane go down on the Dire side versus having the middle towers killed on the Radiant side. I'm pretty sure the Dire have the better of this. Sorry, the Radiant had the better of this. Because losing this tower, I mean, yeah, sure, that means you can't really safely go towards Roshan Pit. But if you kill this tower, tier 2 tower, on the side, or sorry, if you kill that tier 2 tower on the Dire side, then you pretty much kill their path towards Roshan. Lich ulti to fly, Bane instantly going down, Storm Spirit zapping out, says, I don't want to be here anymore. He runs away. And Windrunner gets herself a shot, lands on 2, arrow from Mirana, able to land on top of Windrunner's face, and there's the ulti from Mirana. CK just might be able to survive. No, he goes down. Storm Spirit zapping away. I don't know where he zapped, but he zapped somewhere. He's going to be gone. CK, or Alchemist throws out his acid spray. No detection on these guys. And that'll be the end of that. So overall, 2 people going down. CK went down, Bane went down. Bane went down first. That was a fast death. It looks like these guys will be grouping up to kill the Ancients. So let's take a look at the items because we just see a TA got herself Tranquil Boots, which is actually really late for Tranquil Boots. At this point, wait, hold on. No, Wuss, sorry. That threw me off. Sorry, Wuss got herself Tranquil Boots. So that's not bad. Wuss can have those Tranquil Boots, get that free heal to her carry and or anybody who she's tethered to. As far as the items on the map though, we see that update on PL, he's still not finished with his Diffusal Blade, but he does have Tranquil Boots, so he can get into lane. He can be survivable in that lane. I think it's a little bit late for Tranquil Boots though. He might want to go ahead and transition into power trades very soon. Diffusal Blade is very close to being finished though. He's about the recipe cost away from that. They're rotating in. They want to go for the kill on top of Mirana. Mirana is going to be getting cut off. So, you didn't have to cut me off. But she's going to run away. She'll be fine. No shackle coming out from Windrunner, which it definitely would have latched. It definitely would have got or let them get the kill on top of that Mirana. And I think Mirana's an important target to kill on the side of the Dire. Relocate coming around the backside from CK. From Wuss. No tether to CK. I'm not too sure what's going on. I think Wuss might have misclicked, or maybe they're trying to go for some next level stuns. Wuss is like, yes, leave me alone, guys. They did see him, and nobody went in. And there's Wisp relocating back in, so relocate well wasted, to say the least. And there we go, the fight will be commencing here very soon. Lich ulti is not up just yet, needs 20 more seconds. Will he be able to survive long enough? Is the big question. Throws out the frost on top of himself. The fight is breaking out. Everybody's down around the corner. PL doing massive amounts of damage to CK. CK gonna be going out here very soon. Wisp gonna fall off very shortly. Storm Spirit trying to zap on the backside. I hear, right? I think Wisp is useless. I'll pop this up match 1. Stun from Storm Spirit, stun from Alchemist will land on Storm Spirit. TA might be able to finish off the Wisp really fast. Wisp can tether. She might be able to juke. She does do a nice juke, but she can't juke that. And that damage, triple kill for TA. Feeling like a man slash woman. Sorry, I forgot she's a chick. Feeling like a woman and or elf, whatever she is. And PL, he'll be able to go to town in this Bane because Bane will be going down. Bane ulti was used in the last fight. Here, he's actually going to turn around. PL's actually going to turn around on top of Marana, and now he will go away unseen. So, as far as PL's build, he has enough for his Diffusal Blade. I'm not sure if that's actually coming out to him, or maybe he's saving up for Radiance. But either way, he should definitely finish up the Diffusal Blade and call it a day. He actually has 2 Clarity Potions to supplement his mana regeneration, and I honestly think, yeah, you definitely need to stop, or not. I wouldn't recommend that at all. As a PL, go ahead and finish your Diffusal Blade. That'll give you all the mana pull that you need. And if you really do need regen that badly, I guess you can start building yourself some decent mana duration, like maybe even an Urn of Shadows, because nobody on his team has one. So why not? Or maybe, oh, Ring of Aquila, of course, Ring of Aquila, the most logical thing. So the fight will be breaking out. The whole 2 people inside of the dire side will be getting cut out. TA doing massive amounts of crits to everybody. Lich ulti to fly. It's going to be belted on top of a few people. CK does go down to the winner with her auto attack slash power shots. And now we got the fight continuing on the backside. Who's getting caught out? That's of course Lich getting caught out. His ulti was already used, so he won't be as useless to his team as he was before. Storm Spirit actually taking quite a amount of damage. He's going to be going down. Let's say what is going on, and there's a Wisp going down. 2 seconds delay on that invisibility. Actually taking too long. And Bane, he's out of mana. He's going to eat himself a nice crit for his troubles. And TA looks like she wants to go for the kill. Sadly, TA doesn't have another refraction for another 5 seconds. Meanwhile, the fight's happening back up. Marana picks off the kill. On top of that, good job coming out from Lich. And there's also a kill going on top of somebody. I didn't see who. Alchemist gets his stun up on top of Bane. And oh man. Stuff going on back and forth. We see BKB's finish off Alchemist. Storm Spirit has that Orca Malevolence complete. Hand of Midas is paying dividends for Alchemist now that he's getting to the point where he can start getting his bigger items. He has Phase Boots finished up. Very nice. And PL, he still doesn't have his Diffusal Blade, which I think he could have just bought it outright. I think he still has enough gold for Diffusal Blade. Unless he wants to go for Yasha before Diffusal, which I think in this case, I mean, in this fight, going for Diffusal will be probably important, especially versus the Bane and Storm Spirit. There we go, Diffusal Blade completed, excuse me. Yes, Diffusal Blade completed. Ping's going on top of these guys saying, hey, let's go ahead and go for the kill. Looks like the Radiant might want to try to go for it. They're pinging on them. They want to go for the kill. Bane will be the first one. Getting shackled to a tree. So that's like 4 seconds stun on top of that shackle. 3.5 to 7.5. Close enough. Bane ulti did fly. No, did not fly. I thought it flew. But he threw his brain sap and stand. We got people down on both sides. I can't really tell. There we go. I can tell that. Alchemist will be going down soon. Pops his BKB. Goes down. Big misplay. That BKB should have been popped a long time ago if he was actually going to try to use it. Popping his BKB, trying to dodge a little bit of damage. I mean, it's a huge deal because that's a 10-second charge on that BKB. And that is officially now a 9-second charge. That means it's that much closer to a 4-second charge. Which means it's that much more effective, or that much closer to being useless. For all intents and purposes. Relative to his initial start time of 10 seconds, it's going to be going to 4 seconds, which... 4 seconds of Magic Immunity versus a Storm Spirit, CK was Marana Bane. I mean, that's like 4 seconds of I'm going to survive for a little bit longer and then die. Marana actually building a Desolator next, which I guess I can't complain. She's going for full damage. Honestly, I'm a slight fan of Diffusal Blade on Marana. That is an item that Marana can go for. It's not that bad of an item. The Purge is really nice when you're trying to just go for a kill on top of somebody. You can purge an enemy, do a few auto attacks, and then once the Purge runs out, throw your arrow, and it'll probably hit them anyway. Because I mean, if you miss an arrow at point blank range, you deserve to miss. So going for Diffusal of Mirana, that could actually be a cool item choice. Roshan will be getting engaged upon by the Dire, and meanwhile the Radiant will be claiming this bottom tower. Which, yeah, I'm not sure that's fair. I'm not too sure that's a good trade. Losing the tier 2 tower for Roshan instead. This better be one darn good Roshan. And the pink Zuko on the map, Lich is ready to go in. If Lich can get his ulti off, oh my dear god, this would be the sexiest thing in the world. He doesn't get hit with some stuns, he can chain stun, he gets his ulti off, so Chain Frost will be bouncing around, doing massive amounts of damage. Here comes Storm Spirit, here comes Winter with the power shot. So much damage, triple kill for Alchemist. He got one stun off. Pretty much got a triple kill. That's how much damage that the stun did, or the ulti did from Lich. And the H gets picked up by Alchemist. So not only did the Dire lose a tier 2 tower, they also lost Roshan. They lost Aegis. They lost their lives. And man, Jesus. Things could not have went any worse. Actually could have. They could have lost Storm Spirit as well. Basher's up on Alchemist, so Alchemist going for that quick. I'm sorry, going for that guaranteed disable, or not necessarily guaranteed, but he's going to build that guaranteed disable. Once he finishes up his A-Blade. Maybe we'll see AC come out soon on Alchemist, because I think Alchemist needs a little bit more attack speed. Or maybe not.
Dire's middle tower is under
Meanwhile, Meow X on that win order, along with Nathan and Chip Daddy, are going to go ahead and siege this middle tower. Here's Warcone. He needs to go and throw his ult on top of PL so they can go for the kill on top of him. But no, he's going to actually instead auto-attack him to death, and PL is going to say, hey bro, I'm PL, I don't care. And no ulti from Bane. Bane really needs to throw his ult on top of somebody. He's actually tethered to Wisp right now. No ulti still coming out. No ulti from him. A lot of damage getting done on top of TA. TA is going to be melting down here very soon. While she's melted up. Ironic, I know. Mirana has the Desolator picked up on top of hers. CK trying to run. He's inside of the ulti of Mirana, so he just barely juked that power shot. So Meow not able to line up that, and Mirana arrow does fly around the backside. She's going to leap, but you can't dodge that. You can't dodge the damage. Sigma are going to be able to make it out alive, sadly, or surprisingly. But her ult is on cooldown. She can't really do too much as far as go straight in and try to go for the kill. I think it's really important for Mirana to go ahead and get that BKB. I would argue that BKB would be more important than Desolator at this point, because having more damage on Mirana, I mean, she won't be able to survive so long enough to do the damage. So Bane's still not using that Nightmare. He really needs to use the Nightmare on top of somebody. Arrow from Mirana will be hit on top of Alchemist. Alchemist also getting stunned by CK. CK gets stunned off on top of Bane. And the ulti from Lich did not bounce, surprisingly. So Bane will just be going out all alone. TA picking up the kill on top of that. And then CK getting tethered up by the Wisp. And there's a tether stun coming on top of Alchemist. Alchemist also getting chain stunned. He's getting chain disabled. Not necessarily chain disabled, but he's getting disabled like a boss. He's actually going to run away. I'm not too sure why he's running away, but that will be the Aegis. And his BKB will be on cooldown, so he'll promptly die again. CK has another stun ready for him. Actually, CK's out of mana. Never mind. There you go. Mirana has damage for him. So there you go. Mirana says, hey, you bro, you have no armor anyway, so let's go ahead and kill you. And Mirana? Did Mirana get a double kill? No. Oh god, hold on. Never mind. Templar Assassin got a kill on top of Wisp. That's what it was. And now here's his Templar Assassin trying to learn. Mirana is actually in a little bad spot. Storm Spirit is going to go for the chase. He can throw an auto attack and just try to go for the kill. Oh, never mind. On the same team. Never mind. I'm mixing up my teams, guys. That's when you know I've been casting for too long. In one day. Storm Spirit looks like he's built himself a Bloodstone. Yes, so let's go and look at this goal graph. You can see that it's heavily in favor, obviously, or heavily in favor of the Radiant. Mainly because all these fights that have been going on, they've won all of them. Arrow from Mirana does land on top of a creep instead of landing on top of an actual person. There's a lot of damage coming to TA, so TA does get exploded. So she does go down. And we got PL trying to run. PL is invisible. Nobody's going to be able to follow up any damage. Will he be able to make it alive is a big question. Mirana's expecting him to run forward. No detection, sadly, on any side. And we got the top tower. It did go down on the Radiant side. And oh my gosh, these towers are actually pretty close as far as how many are down and how many are not down. Well, closer than I thought they were. And we got stuff being drawn on the map saying one person drawn this way, other person drawn that way. Strange stuff. And dim pings. Dim pings is all I gotta say. Say kill the outer tower so we can get rid of the last outer tower. Windrunner's the only person up here. Buyback coming in from TA. She had only 20 seconds before she came back alive. I'm not too sure what that buyback was about. I would say rage buyback, but that's like a super delayed rage buyback. Actually, I take it back. That's an uber delayed rage buyback. And CK Wiz, they're still on the map. Don't forget that. So they can relocate into the jungle to just check and see if Alchemist is here, which he definitely is. And they just might be able to kill him. He has a BKB, so he might be forced to pop a BKB charge. But if he can force Alchemist to pop a BKB charge and run out of his own jungle and not farm, I think that would definitely be worth it. Windrunner going to be able to take out this top tower. Top tower does still fall. Creep's able to kill it, and now Windrunner's going to be in a lot of trouble. She pops from Windrunner instantly, gets silenced out by the Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit not able to get close enough to throw out his pull. And TA comes in from the middle of nowhere, tries to go for the kill on top of Storm Spirit. Not enough damage. Windrunner throws out a power shot. It does do quite a bit of damage. Allies disappear is what Miranda said, and everybody goes invisible, so they'll be backing away. And CK almost has his power charge. Actually, he has his power charge. He needs that. He needs his power charge so he can have the extra attack speed and also the extra survivability. Body blocking his ally like a boss. Gets shackled to a creep like a boss and promptly dies very soon. Nope, he doesn't die. Twist dies and explodes in very fantastic fashion. TA trying to go for the chase, but she won't be able to find it. Meanwhile, we got Miranda about to be thrown into the ground here very soon. Boom. There goes a nuke. And yes, you heard TA. She saw that ending from a mile away. Because she's an assassin for 10 points. And then we got Bane ulti finally flying. Lich ulti to fly as well. It's going to be bouncing on a few people. Storm Spirit looks like he's a prime target for the bounce. It'll be bouncing right back to Storm Spirit, right back to Bane, back to the creeps. Holy crap. Talk about miracle. Oh, sorry, not necessarily miracle, but talk about a fantastic voyage for a Lich ult. And PL's illusion still chasing Bane. Draining more mana, just being a nuisance. As top tower should be going down here very soon. Alchemist in the jungle, farming up his A-Blade. Meanwhile, top Bane trying to defend his tower like a man. He won't be able to survive. Yes, he will be able to. Nope, never mind. He was almost able to survive. I think if Wuss would have popped the overcharge, they might have been able to keep Bane alive. And A-Blade's purchased up by Alchemist. Power Tread's finished up by CK, and there's a zip in coming up for Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit wants to go for the kill on top of his Phantom, so we'll be going down here very soon. One way or another, he's going to die. He does go down, but Storm Spirit might lose his life as well. Arrow from Miranda does fly, misses everything completely. CK pops that Phantasm, wants to go for the kill on top of TA, but TA does meld, and nobody has bought detection. Nobody has any detection, which is actually a huge misplay coming up from this. They can stun TA all they want, but they won't be able to actually reveal it. And they're trying to do damage, but they won't be able to do anything. Just buy a gem. Buy some detection. You guys are right by your base. How hard is it? Sorry. Excuse my criticisms, but yeah. TA does get hit with the orchids. And she also gets hit with a 4-second stun. Gets pulled in. She'll finally be going down. Boom. Goes her life. Meanwhile, down bottom, Windrunner just casually pushing the lane with her hat. And Alchemist A-Blade's finished up like I called out before. Nothing else is finished up on him just yet. He has a BKB, he has an A-Blade. I think right now he really needs an AC. Because that negative armor coming out from Miranda is actually destroying him. You can have all the HP in the world, but if you have negative armor, that means you're going to die significantly faster than you think you are. So he kind of has that false sense of security that he's going to survive anything because he has that much HP. Meanwhile, Storm Spirit zips in, trying to see if he can find anything. Or actually, sorry, trying to get back to base. Relocate coming in from Wuss. These guys want to go for the kill top on Windrunner, but no, they're not going to be able to find it. She didn't actually bring anybody with her. Sort of a waste. Actually, no, not sort of. Really a waste on a relocate. Actually, no, Windrunner does get hit with that. Does get hit with the arrow from Miranda. It will be enough time for them to actually get the kill. And Wuss does relocate back to home. Meanwhile, we got Agnes Scepter picked up on Lich. Mantis Stone picked up on TA. So more kills, more gold, more glory, more fun, more awesomeness. As far as the items on the map, PL building himself that heart is actually completed right now. That recipe is just for that. So PL has Diffusal plus heart. He needs power charge, or actually no, he needs booster travel at this stage to be able to jump around the map, or just TP around and actually get in and out those team fights. Well, not necessarily out, but just free up an inventory slot. Actually, he probably can achieve that, but just by getting rid of those clarity potions. Because those clarity potions at this point wouldn't really be able to do much. Was it 30 mana? Or sorry, yeah, 100 mana over 30 seconds. It's not going to be good enough when people can just punch you and get rid of it. So, I don't know, something else is what I'm expecting. Alchemist, on the other hand, he's building stuff that AC, like I called out before, so we'll see that up probably at about the 45-minute mark. That'll be at its earliest. Mantis is up on TA. Lich has an Aghanim Scepter plus that mechanism. And he's also going for a Scotty, which I guess you can go for Scotty on Lich if you're doing that well. But I really don't see. I really don't foresee Lich actually finishing that up. But it is a common thing, or not a common. It is something that Lich can go for. It does give him some nice stats, and it also helps him out with his Frost Blast. So he can Frost Blast and then throw out auto attacks and get that extra slow. And just do that much more work for you or to you. So it looks like we're going to see a tier 3 tower getting sieged here very soon. Pings around the map. Not sure what that ping is for, but that ping is there. And then we got everybody just showing up from the middle of nowhere. They're going to go for the kill on top of these racks. Nobody's really here to defend. Wiz actually trying to tether in, trying to go yellow mode, and she's trying to get somebody. Got nobody but creeps. And this top tower, sorry, top rack's going to be going down. TP coming in around the backside for Bane. He TP'd in the wrong neck of the woods. He's going to be able to survive though. Dire Strikes are horrified, but not before the racks do go down. Alchemist just wailing away at this, at this racks. Lich ulti bounce on top of 2, and that's exactly what Lich wants. He wants 2 people to stand side by side and die, and they do promptly die. Both of them are dead now. And now we got Bane, or not Bane, CK popping his ulti, trying to get the fans down, trying to do something with it. Orca Malevolence used on top of PL's illusion. Arrow from Moana does hit on top of the creep, or illusion. And it looks like that'll be it. That's 2 sets of racks. It's just, yeah, it's just might be GG. The throne will be exposed here very soon. Slow Spirit pulling in Alchemist. Alchemist doesn't care. He has BKB. He can actually pop it really right now. He actually needs to pop it now. He's taking quite a bit of damage though. He also has A-Blade. Will he be able to, will he use this? Big question. And GG's getting thrown out by Lich. And oh my gosh. Wait. Whoa. Oh dear God. No, okay. I was about to say, GG got thrown out by Lich, which I think might end the, yeah.
Radiant victory.
Yes, a lot of BM coming up from Bane. And it definitely makes a little more sense about this pause in the middle. Middle of the match, because those pauses were kind of ridiculous. I'm not too sure why anybody was why Bane was pausing. Anyway, my name is Cool Blue. I just brought you guys this best of 3 between these 2 teams apparently, which is Team BLVSB1 versus Ed. Not really much to say outside of that. Not much interesting. The game went. I guess is the best thing I can say. My name is Cool Blue, like I said, and I hope you guys enjoyed the cast. I'll see you guys whenever.